What are you doing?
One off.
One what?
One bolt. It's sizzling. You hear it?
Hey, this is Tim and I'm Robin, and this is us having no clue what we're doing. But we're doing it anyways, and it starts with us selling our house and buying a van.
So when we purchased the van, it came with this safe that was like bolted to the floors underneath. They actually welded the nuts on to the screws, so it was rather difficult to get off.
The last one.
I used an oscillating saw with a couple of metal bits that I had left over, so they weren't really super sharp, and had to use a hammer to get it the rest of the way off.
Let's go see if it worked.
So while Tim was doing that, I was cleaning off the decals that were on the vehicle, which we no longer needed. I used automotive Goo Gone and a cloth, and it came right off. I think it looked pretty good.
After we finished those two tasks, we started taking the panels off of the inside of the van. I don't really know the correct term for it, but there were these anchors, tab pieces that were locking these plastic panels into place. I found that the easiest way to take them off was with a small pry bar and a hammer. This did break the tabs, so they were no longer usable. Later on, I did figure out a way to get them off without breaking them, but it takes a lot more time.
Treat day.
Alright, we're going to take off the bumper using the T40 bit. Got to take out screws there, 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 and there. We'll put the bumper on some plastic or something like that, spray it with the Rust-Oleum truck bed coating liner. I believe I have to pop this one off to be able to pop that out.
This little thing, it's like, I gotta figure out how to take those off.
We prepped the van for the paint by just washing it off with dish soap and water and wiping it down with a cloth. Once that was done, we covered the side of the vehicle with plastic and just some tape so that it just protected the parts that we didn't want to get the paint on.
We repeated this process on the passenger side of the vehicle and sprayed the rear bumper.
Alright, last bit is the front. And we could not figure out how to take this thing off. but Tim was able to get at least the top of it off. So I slid this plastic behind so that we're not going to be painting any of the inside of the engine part. I pulled it all the way down, and here we go.
After all the paint was dry, we then reattached the rear bumper. Project number 1 complete.
Done.
So we basically used Rust-Oleum truck bed liner. It's like a matte black kind of textured stuff, and sprayed from the already plastic piece that was here down. We also did the back bumper, which we took off, which you'll see in the video, and we did the front bumper and grill. We tried to take the grill off, didn't work out too well, so we ended up painting it in place. But overall, we're pretty happy about it.
We ended up using 6.5 cans, right?
We purchased 8 cans, used about 6.5, so we got one that we can take back.
And we did get some of the spray on the paint where we did not want it, but all we did is took some alcohol and rubbed it right off. That was super easy to take off. It is mainly a protection element, but it also looks good.
Yeah, I think it looks a lot better. I would say a pro tip for anybody who's going to try it, stay as far back as you possibly can when you're spraying it, and keep your movements pretty consistent. If you pause or are too close, it gets too thick and then it runs, kind of like anything else that you spray paint.
But for nice even coverage, just stay back more.
Yeah, I think we're good.